his ex wanted to have a conversation after no contact. Is entertaining that enough to dip? People who talk to their ex still. I mean, y'all know how I do it. Whatever questions y'all may have, and because I'm not gonna be able to get to everybody that requests me, so I still want to answer some questions. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, if you do have the question, then go ahead and ask me before I start. I'm starting a little bit. So my boyfriend has a female friend of yours. Hold up. Coming to visit, and he wants to spend the day. Wait. Hold on. Let me read that. Make sure I'm reading it correctly. So my boyfriend has a female friend of yours coming to visit, and he wants to spend the whole day with her. Well, Jazz, are you going for that? Jazz, are you going for that, man? What are we doing? Is that an option? That's kind of like that's where it's gonna boil down to at this point, you know. Hey Jazz, is that something that you're cool with? As like, you know, what's, or is that your thing, Jazz? And then basically gaslit me. What do you guys think of? Wait, what do you think of guys who have girl best friends but the girls are in relationships? I feel like here's how I think. If as a grown adult somebody introduces me to another person as their boy best friend, or they're because we all know the negative connotation but beyond those words, but everybody knows that whether you're a man or a woman, we don't like the idea of not being the best friend of the person that we're with. We all know this at this point. So when somebody's being introduced that way, me personally, I get turned off. Y'all catch my drift? That's just me. I can't take, like, as a grown adult, if that's how you're wording shit, I'd rather you come with if you was to be like, that's my people, that's my friends, okay. But I feel like if you're wording that shit, you know, me personally, I think you know what you're doing. Like, you know? And if you don't know what you're doing, it's like, oh, do I really need to be talking to you? That's how I look at shit. I ghosted him after he told me he liked me, and I texted him back. Then he's acting nonchalant. What that mean? You just said you ghosted him. I don't understand why you're confused. I don't fully understand. I'm in the anger stage of situationship that hurt. Wait, hold on. I'm in the anger stage of a situationship that hurt me badly, and it's consuming my mind. Tips? Go outside, Sharon. I get it though. I get it. Go outside. You got to do things. You got to maneuver. One of the worst things you could do to yourself, bro, is when you're in a very tough spot mentally, keeping yourself in a box. I'm telling y'all this right now. One of the worst things you could possibly do for yourself when you're in a tough spot mentally, keeping yourself in a room, like in an actual box, then you can't even go outside and see certain things or do things. It's like you're damaging yourself even more. You got to get active. You got to help yourself. So that's how I see it, man. It's stages of a situationship. Hey, Sierra, I don't ask any extra questions anymore. I refuse to ask any extra questions. When I see shit like that, I just assume that's what it is for that person. Let me see. Nah, you definitely gotta try for sure. Would it push a guy away if I gave him homemade cookies on our third date? Nina, you're so sweet, man. Nina, you're so sweet, man. Huh? Such a thoughtful thing, Nina. Such a thoughtful thing, man. I like that. I like Nina, man. I like Nina, man. Showing love, man. Showing love. We love the Ninas of the world, man. Well, to answer your question, it depends on who you're dealing with, honestly. Bro. Is it weird that he doesn't text me until midday? This is a new relationship, like a few weeks in. Is it weird that he doesn't text me until midday? Is that y'all pattern, lady? Is that what y'all been doing the entire time? How often do y'all communicate? Is it like a consistent thing? Do y'all FaceTime? Like, these factors matter in a question like that. Are you the type of person that you want a good morning text? Like, it all depends. But I feel like if you're asking me about the time that he's texting me, it can't be too much substance to that situation. You know, I feel like I just answered my own question. What's good, Sophie? What's the word? Now let's get into it, though. Let's lock in. I'm not finna sit up here and yap too long. Yeah, I'm not finna sit up here and yap too long, man. Let's get into it. Let me put my little disclaimer out there. Make sure I back up a little bit from the camera. Make my disclaimer very clear. If you are too sensitive, or you feel as though you're sensitive, maybe you're thin-skinned, please do not join my live. I'm not gonna be the content creator for you, okay? If you're under the age of 21, please do not join my live. 21 plus, we gotta be fair to everybody else. If you know for a fact that you have that you have the IQ of a peanut, please do not join my live. Okay, I need people that can see past their nose when they feel like feelings are involved. And honestly, that's the most important thing here, right? So that we're not just talking for no reason. If you know for a fact that the person that we're going to be talking about, whether you're a man or a woman, they have control over your mind, please do not join my live. I'm not the content creator for you. And it doesn't matter what I say or how I break it down, it's not going to work. Why? Because their validation matters a lot more than you like yourself. So that's how they're able to control your mind. Okay? That's my disclaimer. Let's lock it in. Let's see. We got a sad girl diary in here first, man. A sad girl diary.
What's up, motherfucker? Oh, wait, the camera's on. Kayb.
This is Lazaya.
How the fuck I turn this camera on?
I gotta stop pressing. How I turn the camera on?
Oh, it's right here.
What?
That's the word, man. Yo, what the fuck is he doing on here, yo? That's my people, yo.
What's up?
She on my
What you on? Yo, what is he? I ain't gonna lie. I heard the voice. I'm like, I know. Is that?
You know it's me.
Who the fuck who in the comments talk about some y'all know what y'all need to do. Y'all everybody go follow me
And follow this account too.
and Benzie. Wait, fuck. Hold on. Kayb.
Don't worry yourself, bro.
Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Yeah, y'all go follow me and my.
Okay, now let him talk about
Kayb know who I am. Mind your business.
Are we supposed to ask questions?
I just want to come up here and say, pop that coop, lick them, and you gonna have a good day. Like, we not all 2025, we not catching no
Somebody says
feelings.
skip the ad.
Skip the ad, baby. I know him in real life. Skip your life. That's why you have no baby. That's why your baby daddy left you when you sleeping on the couch and your kids is funky. Mind your business. We not about to play with y'all. Half of y'all in this motherfucking comments begging for KB help. And mind
No, y'all, this is not her account. The one that's talking crap, this is not her account.
Okay. But I'm just saying, y'all need to get really, ladies, we need to really get it together. Because 2025, we're not doing this. Why is y'all on KB Live begging him to tell y'all advice? He is the grown man. You feel me?
Yeah, that's Lazaya, man. That's my people's in real life, man. She's a little that's been her personality for years, man. She can't help it. Lazaya can't help it, man. Yeah. Oh my gosh, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do with her for real. Let's get heated on here, man. Yo, what's the word? That's how she talk in real life.
Kayb. Okay,
Good, man.
so I'm in a new relationship, and this guy is perfect. He does everything he's supposed to. We're 3 months in, right? But I don't know how I ended up in a relationship with a nigga that never asked me to be his girlfriend, but he introduces me as his girlfriend to his friends, his family, like everyone. I'm meant to be, that's my boyfriend. But I don't know how we ended up with no anniversary date.
How long have y'all been speaking to each other?
We met at a wedding like 4 months ago. We've been dating for like 3 months, but I don't know how. Like he just woke up one day, I was his girlfriend. Is it too late to bring it up and be like, where's the ass?
Wait, because and give me some context too. How old is he?
He's 22. I'm 21.
Okay. And you're saying that in your mind as well that you're in a relationship?
Yeah, like that's my man. We locked in. He knows my family.
Yeah. But I'm saying in your mind, do you actually feel as though that y'all in a relationship?
Yeah, like he does everything. Yeah.
All right there. But you also know that he didn't ask you.
That yes, I do know that.
Right. So, okay. And in order for us to be in a relationship, what has to happen?
Somebody has to ask, and somebody we have to agree.
And if he never had to ask, and in your mind, you actually think you're in a relationship, that means he picked the right target, right, to play with, correct?
Damn. Got it? Okay.
No, I'm asking you. These are real questions.
Yeah.
Correct? He picked the right one, right, to play with, right? Yeah. Okay.
Damn. Okay. So that's not my man.
Did he ask? did you have an option?
You got me. Yeah, you got me. Correct. Yep. Okay. Okay. All right then. Bye.
Wait, before you go, what are you gonna do about that?
I'm gonna bring it up and I'm be like,
so you're gonna embarrass yourself, yeah. Yo.
No, I'm gonna say I'm obviously off the market. I'm gonna be like, I don't have a boyfriend, and then if he does ask, then we're back together.
Oh yeah, you're meant to get played.
He does his thing, like he does his thing.
No, you're not. You're meant to get played with. You're meant to get played with.
I'm getting played?
You're meant to get played with. You hear what you just said to me? Y'all heard what she just said? After what I just told her, right? After what I just said there, she said, okay. After I literally just, explained, I painted a picture as to how he found the right target. You know what she just said to me? She said she's going to ask him to ask her. And once he asks, they're back together.
I'm sorry.
She's going to give him the ultimatum. Let me ask, because I don't want to feel like I'm a know-it-all, right? But for everybody in the comments, all the women and men that are in here, right? What typically happens when you give a grown ass man an ultimatum?
I'm waiting for the answer. So you guys want me to just leave?
Are you coming to the next one, or are you done after this?
No, I'm coming.
You coming to Armstrong Creek?
Yep.
What's the answer, guys? Please, I'm at work. They said stay there, and some of them say.
Hey, I got a question. How hard was this? Will you be my girlfriend? How hard is that?
It's not hard at all. It's 2 seconds. You're right.
I'm sure you've mentioned it before as well.
No, I never did.
You just went along with it. You went with the flow.
I don't go with the flow, actually.
What? You're with the flow
Trying
right
to
now?
get me.
No, you're absolutely a go with the flow type of person. You're with the flow right now.
No way.
Are you not? Is she not with the flow, guys? Is she not with the flow?
Oh, I get flowers. I get dates, guys. Not too much. Not too much, guys. I guess so.
Hey, lock in. Hey, let me know what you end up doing, all right? Aida?
Yeah, I just think he didn't want to give me the choice.
You think he didn't want to give you the choice? Why wouldn't he want to do that?
Because it was automatic.
Because it was automatic. So he didn't want to give you the choice because it was automatic for him.
Yeah, I think so. No, that's not him in the photo, girl.
Which is a good thing for you, though, right?
No, not really, guys. Like, okay, I don't know. I can't explain myself. Okay, I have to leave. Basically,
Yeah. You guys let me know. Let me know what happens, Aida.
I will. Bye.
I'm not finna see her for the next, a few months. Yeah, nah, he 100% got it. Yeah, we not. Yeah, it's not happening. What's the word?
Hi, how are you?
Good night, man. How are you, man? What's good? What's good?
Actually, so I respect you immensely. I'm older than you. I'm like in my mid 30s, but even in my mid 30s, you've given such amazing advice. So I find myself watching you frequently. I'm actually not even here to ask for advice. I'm here as a cautionary to tell women that if your man leaves an open condom in the laundry basket after you've been together for 3 years and are living together, and he tries to cover it up by saying that he masturbated into it, he did not. And don't even think I fell for that for 1 second. This just happened a couple of nights ago. So I told him he needs to get his shit and get the fuck out. Yeah. So that's it. No advice needed, just a cautionary tale. If you find that your man is not jerking off into a condom, he is 110% cheating on you.
How are you doing though mentally? You good?
No, I'm terrible.
Terrible, but you're working on it though. You're
Yeah. Like, at my age, sorry. At my age, you're looking to get married, have kids, my biological clock is ticking. This is somebody that I've invested 3 years of my life with. I've helped build him up. I've been a really good partner. I do all the cooking. I do all the cleaning. I do all the laundry. I've built up his resume for him. I've met his family. I've become best friends with his mom. Like, we talk every single day.
How old is he?
He is going to be 40.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good, huh?
Yeah.
40. Big
And-
40.
Yeah. And gave me an attitude when I said, please don't take me for a goddamn fool. Gave me an attitude and said, okay, think what you want. I said, think what I want. I go, you must think I'm a fucking idiot, Eric.
Y'all heard that? Y'all heard that big 40 though? What
4-0 and still playing games. So women and men, because I'm sure women do it as well, but just protect your heart. Obviously remain open to love, but just stay guarded and just watch for red flags, because even at my age, this shit is happening,
Absolutely. Hey, I appreciate you hopping on. All right, I hope you take it easy. All right, don't blame yourself at all for that, all right? Because 40 and you're still doing that, I don't even think you stood a chance.
Exactly.
And also, what also proves that is, he's trying to justify his actions. So understand that, there's only so much that we can do, right? As human beings, we can't control people. Whether you're a man or a woman, we have no control of people's actions. You could be the absolute best you want to be. If there's honestly something wrong with that person, you could. So don't take that personally and maneuver. All right, don't let nobody gaslight you.
Thank you so much. And everybody in the comments, I see all your sweet comments. So thank you for the love. I'm keeping it because I need it right now. So thank you, everyone. And thank you for the videos. I'm going to keep watching it. You've been amazing. Seriously.
I appreciate you having on. Right?
Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.
That's insane. I think that's that's a great message for, especially with the people that are much younger here. Men and women, I want y'all to see that, the wrong person is the wrong person regardless of what age. So if you're 21, if you're 20 years old right now dealing with fuckery, there's a higher chance that individual is still going to be doing the fuckery at 40 years old. Absolutely. Yep. It just so happens that you're in the way right now. Much higher chance. Shit is insane. Let's see. That's why I said I don't think taking it personally at this point is it's pointless, man. You gotta be strict around here though, yeah. You know what I mean? Let's see. Is she here? Nope. Let's get Naya in. All right, what's up, man? How you been, yeah?
I've been good.
I can barely hear you.
So basically I came on here. Can you hear? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Hello? Okay. So basically, I came on here to ask some advice for like a friend. It's not about a guy. I haven't talked to like any guys in a long time. But me
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It's going in and out, gang.
um
We can't really hear you. Yeah, now you gotta fix it and come back. We're gonna give you a second, Maya, to get it together. Hold on. You're not even coming in. Hold up, bro. Let's get wavy in here. What's the word, man? Bro, what the fuck? What's good?
Hello, how are you today? How's everyone?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I just had the craziest thing happen to me last month, and it pretty much like stops me from entertaining or talking to anyone. So 3 years ago, I met this guy, and we had been chatting off and on. I left the state, but we still kept in contact over social media, and we'd just check in with each other here and there, right? And then one day on Snapchat, this is probably going to sound childish, but one day I posted like a story on Snapchat, and then like I just got bare ads, and then I just added like someone else back on Snapchat. And so me and this other person, we're just talking, getting to know each other. He just moved to my state, yada yada. A few weeks go down the line or whatever, and the person that I met 3 years ago was like to me, "Are you talking to anyone else?" And I said, "What do you mean?" And then he said to me, "Just don't lie. Like, are you talking to anyone else?" And I was like, no, I obviously lied. Like, I'm not going to tell him I'm talking to anyone else. So then he pretty much sends me a screenshot of this new guy that I'm talking to posting a Snapchat story in his private story about me. Come to find out, both of them are friends. So I just felt like, huh?
He set you up.
That's what I'm saying, right? Is that what it is?
No. I mean, yeah, he set you up. Yeah.
And come to find out, these two are friends, and he just told me like, "You don't need to lie to me. I know exactly who you're talking to." And then he sent me screenshots of this guy talking about me in his private story, and I said, "How do you guys know each other?" And he's like, "Me and him have been friends." And I said, "So did you send your friend like as a like what was that about?" Do you know what I mean? So I'm literally cool off guys because I thought that was the most childish thing ever. Mind you, I did not link either of them at all over like the last 3 years and the last couple of months, because all they want to do when guys link now is just get up to nonsense. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not into that. So I feel like they were trying to like play a game about me or something.
I feel like that was a complete waste of time because why are you even talking to people that you haven't seen in 3 years? That's what I'm saying. Like, and then why is he still testing somebody you haven't seen in 3 years? It's just the situation is delusional altogether because you haven't seen these people in that much of a time. So
Yeah, just I left the state and I thought we can stay in touch or whatever, but I just felt it was weird vibes, and yeah, I'm just cool off men. It was just a complete waste of time. But yeah, I just wanted to see from male perspective, like, are guys still going into these chats or conversations like as a trophy thing? Like, is that still the thing that guys do?
wait,
Where they'll
wait. Rephrase that question.
So a man can talk to a woman, and instead of being genuine about it, they just want to show off the fact that they were able to talk to them, to their friends. Is that something that still happens?
I don't think. Well, yeah, for one, yes, that does happen, but I don't think that's what that situation was. I think that was just a pure setup. I think that was just straight up, yo, go talk to her, see if she's gonna add you back, and see what she gonna say. And then when you did respond, you were entertaining the person. He went back to his friend, told him, showed him. You know what I'm saying? And then the friend came back to you and said, "Are you talking to anybody?" It's a setup.
Wow. And I pretty much like was a fool the whole time.
You fell for it, man. You fell for it.
Oh,
Girls, hey, younger women be doing it to guys all the time, and they fail. So I mean, that's a common setup. So I also don't think. Here's also what I don't think too, right? You were in a relationship with these people, right?
Hell no,
Yeah,
no.
so I think that's just dumb because you don't owe any of them. You know, there's no loyalty owed here. You know,
So like people are saying like I failed. How did I even know I was in a whole thing?
I
Like,
think
do you know what I mean?
you went for it, but I don't think that there is no loyal. If you're not in a relationship with either of them, then it's like I think they wasted their time. And again, like I haven't been seeing each other the past 2 years, so you're single, so
And honestly, it wasn't even about like getting to know them to get into a relationship because mind you, I had left the state and there was no point in doing like a long distance thing with him. I just thought it was I just want you to confirm if they just pretty much like I was a joke. Like if I was a butt of a joke, like that's all. Because it was quite embarrassing. Like it was so embarrassing. I had to block them, bro.
but I think it shouldn't matter that much to you because you were never going to see these people again, anyways.
Yeah, that's true.
Even if they were making a joke about it, okay. See what I'm saying? Like, you know, like what else? But yeah, I appreciate you hopping on, all right?
All right, bye, bye.
What's good? What's
Can you
good?
hear
I can still barely hear you, but
me?
I don't know what you got going on with your Wi-Fi now. What's going on?
I don't know what's going on with it too, but can you hear me clearly now?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's good?
Okay, so basically what I was talking about earlier is I want to ask a question about a friend and a situation that happened with like a best friend, a close friend of mine. So basically like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I we had went to a coffee shop and basically to sum it up, she made me look like was walking away, looking back and laughing at me,
So
and
how could
I
you be
honestly
wrong?
found that weird.
How could you be wrong when the person obviously isn't a real friend?
I, I don't, yeah, you got me there. But like the whole question I'm honestly asking, or like to continue on with the story, she started ghosting me, and it's been 3 weeks. Like the first week that she was starting to be distant with me, I tried reaching out to her, like, hey, reaching out soon. And she'll be like, why is he like that? So I just decided like to, okay, she doesn't want to be continue being friends with me anymore. So I started distancing myself and like talked in the past 3 weeks. And I've learned to accept that, but like I still have her location, like I'm still followed to her, like I don't know what
Under
to
your
do in the
location block.
situation.
Move on. What are you talking about? Why does she still have your location? What's the confusion here? What's the
I'm just kind of like, I know I'm in the season of isolation right now, but I'm honestly just kind of scared that like, if you block her, because we have like a whole friend group, I only talk to like 4 people, including her. Like, I feel like if she's gone and like that, then I'm gonna lose everybody else. And like, that's just the fear that I have. Like, with I have attachment issues, like that's my fear. I'm scared that I'm going to all of my other friends that I've had these connections with, and I know I shouldn't be scared, but I just have like an irrational fear inside my heart that it's going to happen.
Yeah, you'll be all right. Block her and move on with your life. There is absolutely no way. I'm telling you this right now.
Okay.
If at our grown age, Naya, you're still fearing being alone, I would rather be alone than have people that are fake. If you think that blocking her is gonna have you lose all your friends, then none of those people are real to you. I don't know how else to tell you. I would rather take the risk and lose the rest of them. If I'm being very honest, I would rather take the risk and lose the rest of them than and then willingly sit around around people that don't like me, all because I don't want to be alone. Maneuver.
Yeah,
All right,
I
Naya.
understand it. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so
Of course,
much.
I don't even play that for real. I'd rather be alone. Respectfully. What's good, yo?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I get you.
Okay, so I seen your live the other day, and let me say I love like watching your videos. I'm a big fan. I love the advice you give. Um, so pretty much, I'm 30 years old now. Recently turned 30 years old, and back in 2020, I got into my first relationship. So I live at home with my mom, and during this time, I was dating this Asian guy who was an executive chef. And back then,
He
I
was
was
what?
like
He was a what?
executive chef.
Executive chef. Okay.
So he was making more than me. By when him and I were dating, I was making good money. I was making close to like 70 grand. And I'm not sure how much he was making, but I always assumed he made more since he was working in fancy restaurant stuff. But fast forward, I found out that he was paying other women for nudes and like flirting with his coworkers and stuff like that. So I ended up breaking up with him, and I just became so depressed these past what I guess 2.5 years now. And I think it's because kind of what you had mentioned before, about the relationship being more important than me or something like that. And like, so me and him, we recently spoke back in summer, and I found out that he moved in with a girl like 6 months after we broke up.
Why were you speaking to him?
I emailed him because I was like so depressed. So I still am depressed. And it was like one night I got like so drunk, and I texted him. I'm like, hey, da 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 da, and he responded back. So we exchanged numbers, and then we met up, and we talked. And that's when I found out that he was in a relationship with a girl, and he moved in for like 6 months later. And paid her rent.
And this is somebody that you were associating with in 2020, correct?
Correct.
And when did the actual official breakup happen because of what he was doing?
The official breakup happened in November of 2021.
And when did you email him?
I emailed him, let's see, June of 2024, I believe.
It's been 4 years. It's been 4 years. Four. Are you looking at my finger?
I'm looking.
365 days, 4 times.
Mhm.
At what point does this end?
Right.
That's a real question. That wasn't rhetorical. That's a real question. At what point does this actually end?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Because I'm thinking about it this way, right?
Right.
You're saying that you had ended with him in 2021 after knowing him for a year because you found out that he was paying for a nude from other people, correct?
Right.
You rightfully so. You got rid of him then, and he was flirting with other people that he was working with. So he wasn't loyal to you at all. So the reason why you had to end things was because this person was not loyal to you. You're still, in fact, I'm at this point I'm gonna call it infatuation and obsession. That's only because it's been 4 years. You're still, in fact, because let's call it for what it is, spades. Infatuated and obsessed with this person 4 years later that cheated on you. What does that tell you about what you need to work on?
I say myself.
I mean, self-esteem, confidence, right? These are things that you need to attack, right? What are we doing to do that though?
Right now, because I'm so depressed, just drinking.
Okay, I'm not. And also, I'm not gonna sit up here and that ain't no joke, right? You know, but especially when it pertains to depression, that really is no joke. But one thing I will say though, right? He's not the answer to that, right? The problems that you're dealing with, the person that you ended things with 4 years ago is that they're never gonna be the answer to that. I just need you to understand that. So the first thing that you need to do is eliminate the thought of that individual out of your head because it will never happen or work for you when it pertains to him. That's the first step, right? Eradicate that thought out of your head completely. The second step would ideally be, I don't know if you have at this point, but have you thought about therapy? Somebody that you can talk to on a weekly basis?
Not therapy, but I'm on Prozac.
Huh?
Not therapy, but I'm on Prozac.
I have no idea. I don't know what that is.
It's an antidepressant.
Okay.
Antidepressant.
But really, I need you to really look into therapy because you can have somebody that you can talk to on a weekly basis.
Right.
That will really help you.
It would. I'm so like, I guess introverted. Like the only thing I do is go home and I go to work, go home, go to work, go home. So it's pretty like no social life for me.
Okay. So then that's another thing that we got to work on, the social life as well, right? Taking yourself out, right? These are different things that you have to do. You got to get out of here. You have to do something different to see a difference. You see what I'm saying? Go to work, go home. Go to work, go home. That's not going to do anything for you. That's going to make you even more depressed, right?
Right.
Whether that's even trying the gym, you know what I'm saying? Like add different things to your schedule so that you have something to look forward to. You guys, right. Rather than thinking about somebody that didn't work with 4 years ago. That's not going to do anything for you at all.
Mm-hmm.
So. But really look into it though. I think therapy is the main thing though. Seriously.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely should look into that.
And hobbies.
I will for sure.
I appreciate you dropping on. So.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
What's good? Where?
So basically, there's this guy I've been talking to for about a year now. And like, we're not in a relationship, I would say, because he's never officially asked me to be his girl, right? But in my head, I'm his girl, if that makes sense. But anyways, he lacks communication a lot. Like, I always have to call him first or text him first.
No,
I always have...
Does he have to communicate with you?
Yeah, he has to, but...
Why? Do you communicate with yourself?
Yeah, I do.
Sure?
Yeah.
So how are you in a year talking phase if you're communicating anything right to yourself?
But I feel like I'll give him the benefit of that because, like, he doesn't really need to ask me, you know?
You give yourself the benefit of the doubt?
I do.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
So why are you in a year talking phase?
But in my head, I'm not though. Like for me, it's like I'm already his girl. He's not just. He just hasn't asked me.
Let me ask you a question: is what's in your head reality?
I think so.
No, because that's just purposely.
My reality, yeah.
That's purposely being delusional at that point. That's your reality, but that's not the truth. Are you his girlfriend? Yes or no?
I would think I am. Yeah.
Did he ask you? All right. In order for you to be my girlfriend, right? Do I have to ask you?
Yeah.
Okay. Did he ask you?
He hasn't yet.
Why has? Because I mean, for me to all right. Because so you're not his girlfriend.
To him, I might I am in my head.
No, not to him. I'm asking you. In order for you to be a girlfriend or be in a relationship, you have to be asked. Correct?
Right.
Did he ask you?
He hasn't officially asked me yet.
Why not?
He always says like you're my girl, you know?
Yeah, no, but you're asking him to ask you and he's still not asking you. So what does that tell you?
Yeah, maybe he needs like a little bit more time.
No, there's nothing. It has nothing to do with time because you're asking him to ask you a year in and he's still not asking you. And then you're still there. Do you think that ideally you would be the one that he would ask?
Yeah.
Why?
Because maybe things need a bit of more time, you know?
Well, all right, let me ask you something. What does time have to do with me asking a very simple question? Will you be my girlfriend?
You might not be sure about a person.
All right, so, okay, stop it right there. So you feel like he's not that sure about you?
maybe he might not be, even though I've not given
He
him
might
that.
not be. Not that he might not be. He isn't. It's not even about being sure. He knows he's never going to ask you. Off the simple fact that you have it in you to ask. Ask him to ask. Right?
Right.
Because you're not even taking yourself seriously at that point. And you're willingly delusional.
Oh.
Right? All right. Because there's one thing. All right, I say this all the time. It's one thing to be delulu. Because maybe you just don't know and you just don't see. Right? Or you're getting played or you can't see anything. But you and I both have eyes and ears. Right? And we could easily see and know what it's supposed to look like. Correct?
Right.
And you know that in order for me and you to be in a relationship, there has to be a question being asked. I have to ask you and you have to say yes. I have to give you the option to say yes or no. Correct?
He always claims me though. It's not, he just didn't ask me. That's the thing.
I forgot to ask. I forgot to ask it. If you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
23.
How old?
23.
23? How old is he?
He's 25.
23 and 25. Okay. So we got a 23-year-old that doesn't know that there has to be an actual legitimate question being asked. And if I care enough, I'll ask it. Right? You don't know that, or you're not standing on that.
Right.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you one more time. Do you take yourself seriously?
100%.
You take yourself seriously 100%?
Yes.
Not 95, not 90, not 80?
No, 100.
Why, what makes it 100?
Because I just feel like I just like to think, see things from different perspectives, you know?
You like to see things from different perspectives. And you think that in your mind, this is what you're convincing yourself. In your mind, it is 100% fine, or it's possible that even though you've asked on multiple occasions, even though ideally if he did like you, wouldn't have to ask, right? You've had to ask him on multiple occasions for him to ask you to be his girlfriend, and he's denied you and gave you the runaround for an entire year and some change.
No, I've
You
asked
think that that's normal?
No, when I ask him, like, ask me, but he says, you're already my girl. There's no need for that.
If it was really that simple, wouldn't he just ask a simple question? Will you be my girlfriend? If it were really that simple in his mind, right? If that's what he was really thinking, wouldn't he just say, all right, will you be my girlfriend?
But he always says, you're my girl. You know? And we love each other, so I don't think that's necessary.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this. In order, I need everybody to understand that this is always going to be a numbers game. This is me being 100% honest with everybody in here, whether you're a man or a woman, right? It will always be a numbers game. The majority of women that he will come across in his lifetime, they're not going to go for that. Are you understand what I'm saying? They know, they have their standards. They love themselves. They actually like themselves. So I could try that with them, or he could try that with them, and they're not going to go for it, right? Because they know what they're supposed to do. They know what they're looking for, and they know what things are supposed to look like. There's always going to be a woman that's pretty, right? She looks good, and her standards aren't going to be there. So even though he may have gotten dubbed by 5 or 6, 7, 8 girls, she's going to be there to sit there and say, you know what? I'm going to go for it. It will always be a numbers game. Which is why I always tell people, have your standards for you and not anybody else. Not to get a different result from other people, but have your standards so that you're doing what you're supposed to do at all times. Because there's always going to be somebody else that's going to sit up there and say, it's okay, it's fine. Maybe he needs more time. That's okay. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. That's the reality. Now, let me ask you, honey.
Right.
Do you want to continue to be that person that will be considered a doormat in all these situations?
No.
Okay, so what are you gonna do about it?
But I don't know what to do because I can't leave him.
Okay, don't have a problem with that. Whose problem is that? You think he minds having a doormat? You think he minds having somebody that's delusional?
I don't think he thinks I'm a doormat.
Okay. If he didn't, he would have asked you after you asked him to ask you.
But he claims I'm his girl. It's not like he hides me, you know?
Okay. If you were, let me ask you one more time. I don't know if your standards or it's his. Okay? Let me ask you one more time. From your standard and your perspective as a woman, correct? Are you hearing me?
Yes.
You believe that in order for you to be in a relationship, you have to be asked, correct?
Yeah.
Were you asked to be a girlfriend?
No.
Are you a girlfriend?
No.
Okay. So if that's the case, if you're saying no to Michael, How does what he thinks matter? You want to know why it matters?
Why?
Because you love him more than you love yourself. And the validation that you're looking for, you can't even give it to yourself. So you got to go find it somewhere else. And that somewhere else is him. That's why you're thinking that way. You may not have to listen to me, but you will learn it the hard way.
But can I ask you something else?
Any question? I mean,
So about 4 months ago, right? We had this situation where we were going out on a date, and he was driving, right?
and he was what?
He was driving,
Okay.
right? And he was speeding, and then he swerved and he crashed into another car, right? But it wasn't nothing major. It was like a small thing. But I got hurt. My nose broke, right?
Wow. Okay.
And then he got up and he left. And I had to go to the hospital, and my cousins came, and I was telling them about the situation, and they kept on telling me he doesn't care because he didn't check up or whatnot. And I called him, and he just said, like, because he didn't have no insurance, he said he was pissed about his car getting broke. And I understand that because it's like,
Oh, you understand that?
yes.
Oh.
I feel like, because it's like, it was something like he has to pay that off now. Like, so it's like stress got to him, you know?
Yeah. Nah, 100%. He found the right one. Yeah. He found he has the right target. If that's real, what you're telling me right now, I would say that's unfortunate. I'm glad you're okay though. He found the right one.
But I feel like he was just stressed.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, I could imagine it from your perspective. You walked over. He caused the accident. You ended up, you said injuring your nose.
Yeah.
And he walked away from it without even asking if you were okay. Absolutely, this man cares for you. Yes.
Yeah. It does.
Any more questions?
No, that's about it.
I wish you the absolute best. Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Some people are just too far gone. I'm gonna repeat it one more time, but there will always be targets for this type of fuckery. My only job is to make sure that the people that watch me, or at least, my friend, you're not gonna be the target. There will always be another person that's that delusional. Absolutely. Just make sure it's not you. That's all you have to do. You don't got to do nothing else. We don't got to judge people. Just make sure it's not you. So then that's all. What's good, Evelyn? What's the word, man? Yo. She's not even here, yo. Let's see.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Hello? Okay. I just want to tell every girl on here, like, if you don't have kids, don't have kids. Let me just start there. So basically I met my child's father when I was 22. I'm 24 now, and we had a kid really fast and all that. Of course, he was perfect. Boom, had the baby. Everything changed, of course. One night when my son was 2 months, something told me to go through his phone. Went through his phone. Oh my gosh, so much. Of course, I didn't leave. Of course. Of course.
Why do you say that?
Silly me, because I had so many excuses. I was like, I don't want to be a single mom. I don't want to,
You already were a single mom.
Huh?
At that point, you already were a single mom.
Yeah, exactly. But fast forward, I dealt with it. like, you know, fell for the, oh, I'm gonna change. He wanted to get married, and I just did not want to get, like, before I went through the phone, he wanted to marry me, but like obviously the signs were there, because I never said like, yeah, like I never was like, I had a feeling, so I just never did it, even though I had the baby already. Like, I'm kind of stuck for life. But I just never did it. So I ended up staying for about up until this year. And I just resented him so much. I was just so angry, could never trust him. And I'm like, he's trying to change, but I just couldn't deal with it no more. So fast forward to like last week, he went to work. I was like, you know, he was like, I'll see you later, like when I get off work or whatever. I had a feeling he was doing something like again recently. I changed the locks while he was at work. Like, that was it. Like, I changed the locks, threw all his stuff out. And like, that's it. He's gone now. 2 days after I put him out, he popped out with a girl. It was like, he loves her so much. Like, and I crashed out. I don't know why. Because, you know, I got rid of him. And, you know, I dealt with it for so long. Like, what did I really expect? And I had a feeling, you know?
How did you crash out?
I crashed out. Like, I commented under the post. I was like, take this down. I was blowing his phone up like, you just gonna do this in my face like a bird. Like, I was just going crazy. But I'm like, see, like, you ended the cycle. You put him out.
Lil, I'm gonna tell you something. One of the worst positions you could ever put yourself in as a woman, right, is to allow somebody to understand that nothing that you do when it pertains to bettering yourself has anything to do with you actually bettering yourself, but to get a reaction from them. So if you're standing on business to get a different reaction from him, then that automatically lets that person know they have full control over your life. Mm-hmm. Like that, whether you see it or not. So even like the crash shot, after you the one that put him out and all that extra stuff, right? Yeah. That's real life control forever. That control that even if maybe, you know, he'll wait for the next 3 or 4 months, he will still have control over her and her life. That's what that shows. So now, what's the difference? What do you think is going to make a difference this time? You said you're done, right?
Yeah.
What's the difference? What are you gonna
this time I'm like, it's so hard because I have a kid, but like, okay, I crashed out for like.
How could having a kid make it harder when your only job, right now your only job, but one of your main jobs here when it pertains to your child is to create a safer environment for them, right? Mm-hmm. To make sure that you're in the right mental space, because they read that type of shit. Your mental space, how you are, how you're moving, they're taking it in. So how could you say you're doing anything for your child when you're in a toxic situation? That's if anything, you're working against that child, and you know that. But you're not going to tell yourself that because you rather say, well, I don't want to be a single. You've been single. The moment you had a child without that ring, you've been single.
Yes. So
I need you to understand that, but continue.
So was I wrong for like when I was pregnant, he asked me to marry him, and I was just like, I'm not ready yet, because I had like the signs was there. So it's not like he didn't want to marry me, but okay, that don't even matter. So recently, like I said, I crashed out after, like, even though I put him out and I was like, I'm done, I'm fed up. It was like a slap in the face when he did that. I ended up changing my number. It's been like a week and a half. I haven't spoke to him or anything. And like his mom's calling, like he's trying to get in contact with me and stuff like that. That's why I keep saying, like, I feel like
we're not gonna take away from your beauty, but you could be as beautiful and smart as you want to. If you're in that type of situation, he thinks you're a piece of shit. That's the reality. You could be Beyonce out this motherfucker. You could be the most intelligent woman we could think of, right? Let's think about the most intelligent woman. When you're in that type of situation, that person is always going to stomp on you. It doesn't matter. You whatever qualifications you have, however good you actually look in real life, it won't matter because you're in that situation today. You see what I'm saying? So that won't, even though it should matter, right? Even though it should hold weight in your life, you're not even going to be thinking about it.
Yeah. Let me just clear something up. First of all, in the comments, for the one that said you ready for a baby but not ready for marriage. First of all, I was gonna marry him until I got pregnant and he started changing. And when he asked me to marry him, the signs were already there, but it was too late to get an abortion. It was too late to do any of that. It was too late to whatever. It was too late. Like, there was nothing I could. It's like kind of backhanded, but it's not like I wasn't ready for marriage. I was, but then I found out.
Yeah, I also gotta remember, always takes two to tango. I'm not.
No, I don't regret my
Yeah,
child.
it takes two to tango at the end of the day.
If I would have married him, I would be way more fucked over than I am now. Like, because I found when he asked me to marry him, that's when I started seeing the signs, and I was like, fuck no. But I'm like, damn, you're already fucking pregnant. Like, I'm like, should I do it? Yes or no? Like, but I just went and I was like, no. And I signed up to be a fucking single parent, basically. And I hate that for my child.
But can we get to at the end of the day, I'm all about progress and self improvement. At the end of the day, whatever happened already. What are you gonna do to stand on some shit though? Because you're
I
still,
changed my number.
you're still in the mindset to where you think having him around is gonna be beneficial for you or your child. And it's not.
No, I don't want him around at all anymore. I'm serious. Like, I changed my number. I changed my locks. He can't get in contact with me. But when it comes to my child, how do I go? Like, I don't know how to go about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well. Let me ask you something. Do you feel like you're the first person in this world that's ever been in a situation like that? No, right?
No.
Okay. So you know that there is a solution, right? Court, you have the courts that can solve that, right? I don't even to how the situation was. I wouldn't even want you to be like. I wouldn't even want there to be like a middle ground, like like a neutral, because at the end you can utilize that neutral. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you going for that. So I would say get the courts involved, and go that way. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, that's true. Like, the communication is like his mom, and I like really don't want any contact with any of them.
Ever tried to help you though? Realistically, if she's been okay with y'all being together to any degree, right?
His mom told me to leave him a year ago.
His mom told you to leave him a year ago, and you were still.
Yes. Yeah. It was just, I know. She told me to leave him, but we lived together and we was on the same lease. So what could I really do? Put him out? Yes. I called, no, I can't put him out because the police told me I couldn't put him out.
Leave.
You're right.
Right. If his mom couldn't even convince her, that's what that means.
No, his mom could definitely convince me. That's why I said I stayed for so long, and I finally got the balls to change my locks.
I'm glad. I'm looking at the progress. I'm glad you. I hope you stand on that. Honestly, I'm not. I don't want you to think that it's like this.
No, it's not cute. I'm actually very ashamed of this entire situation.
Stand on it.
Like, I can't not stand on that. That's so embarrassing. All of it is embarrassing.
And sometimes when you say
and he's older than me. He's like 6 years. Well, he's not 6 years older. He's 28. I'm 24. But his mom was like, girl, you need to leave that situation. And I was so fucking delusional. And one of those, I don't want to be a single parent. I don't want my child to grow up. Like, fuck that. It's not good for my child at all. Like, I was asleep. Okay. I was asleep. Now I'm woke. Y'all can judge me. I'm not the first one. Shit. Some people don't leave at all.
Hey, and that's not gonna be you, right?
It's not. I swear to God, it's not.
Hey, bro, listen. Come back to me in a couple weeks, man. All right? Let me hear it.
Bye.
Y'all got faith inside, man. Yeah. We gotta have our faith inside. You know what I mean? Alright, let's see. You need a drink already? Come on, man. That ain't nothing, man. You ain't been here long enough, man. What's good?
Hello.
What's going on, Jazz?
First of all, these comments are not passing the vibe check. These girls know they already done fucked up. That's why they're coming here for advice.
What do you mean?
Not too much on my girls. Some of these comments are crazy. Not gonna lie. I feel like people come on here are already being vulnerable, and the comments are just fucking like.
And I like to say, Jazz, I'd actually like to say anybody who come up here and talk in front of all these people, being especially as how they are in the comments, you can do anything. You know what I'm saying? You could break some shit like that down in front of us. So, but you know what I mean? But let me hear it. What, you have an issue from the Jazz?
Oh God.
Well, okay, so this is back on my comment, like at the beginning of the live when I told you about my boyfriend having his little female friend come and wanting to spend the whole day with him or whatever. Okay. So it started because he said, okay, she lives out of state. They've been friends for like 5 years, whatever, whatever. I made the mistake of saying out of my mouth that whatever friendships are before me have nothing to do with me. I regret that statement every day. But he holds that over my head now, basically. But he was like, she's coming to visit, whatever, whatever. Like Saturday night, we're all gonna have like a little kickback, cool, whatever. And then Sunday, like, you know, I'll still be there, whatever. And then he was like, Monday, you know, I just want to have a day with just me and her. I said, well, no, he said, his exact words were, we are going to spend the day together Monday. So in my head, I'm thinking we meant him and her because you're talking about y'all. So when I hear we, I'm thinking you and her. So then he was like, oh, she said that she's scared to stay alone, but I'm already assuming that she can't stay in my guest room, right? Are you fucking dumb? First of all, you know what? But I've been doing a lot of you know, I took a breath and I came real calmly because I almost crashed out. And I said, I looked at him and I said, do you really think that you fixing your mouth to say those words was smart just then?
No, but he's playing with her like that because he don't really share as an equal though. That's kind of what it is.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, like if the roles are reversed, it's not going to really be. You know, he's going to look at it from like if I were in this. You know, he's not going to go for that. Nobody.
Thank you, bro. And I literally told him right after that. I said, okay, so let me ask you something. I said, so say that I had a male friend. Okay, come to visit. Cool, great. You meet him. You know, we all kick it. But then that last day, I just wanted to be me and him. You telling me you're not going to crash out? And he was like, no. I said, please, let me move before lightning strikes your ass because you're lying. You're lying. Like, and then I told him, I was like, first of all, as a female, I would never even have my man feel disrespected in any type of way.
I would say what the bigger problem is, though. Like, I think even with these types of conversations being had, realistically, it's going to make that, even if that's not what it was to begin with, right? Maybe it really was you just wanted to spend time with his friend, right? It's going to make there be an incentive to be on some type of time in that person.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because of these types of conversations being had. So I've always said, like, once it gets to that point, once there's like a moral issue here, once the way you see things and the way he sees things apparently is different. What do you think the best thing you have to do here is?
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Like it's got to be raps because at this point at this point it's about respect and it's about boundaries. At this point, you don't respect me.
If I respect and I love my girlfriend so much to the point where I adore her, and you know I really do love my girlfriend, and if one person is causing that type of problem, do you genuinely think I would be arguing for that person?
And it's like, I really like, no, exactly. I told him, I was like, so we were arguing for 2 days over this shit. And I looked at him and I said, you're arguing with me for 2 days over a female? It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Like, I'm really not the one. I promise you, I've been trying to work on my faith with the good Lord Jesus and all that. But I promise you, you ain't nothing but Satan alive right now because you are really trying. You are trying me.
Yeah, but saying about so what are you doing about the fact that
Well then he tried to turn it around on me and he was like, what did you think I meant when I said we? I said you and her. He was like, no, I meant we, like me, you and her. I said, don't try to turn it around now because that's not what you meant. That's not what you meant. Because if that's what you meant, you would have said that to begin with. When we first started, you would have clarified that immediately. So don't try to wait now that I'm already on 10 to try to lie and say that, oh, it's going to be me, you, and her. No, that's not what you meant. And you know that's not what you meant. Don't try to save it now because you see that I'm about to head on out. Do not try to revive it at this point.
So you read the situation well. What are you doing about it?
Oh, it's right. I mean, at this point, I'm really my crash out side is really trying to come back out. My toxic side, because a part of me is like, you know what? Stay with him until she comes to visit in a month, and then clock that T. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna peep the what's the word? The energy, and then I'm gonna beat her ass and I'm gonna beat his ass. But that's not healthy. That's not healthy. We don't do that, right? But that's like that's the toxic side for the plot. Exactly. Like at this point, But I'm not gonna do that because that's insane. But at this point, I'm just moving how I move, and I'm gonna let him move how he moves. We haven't really spoken, so I mean, at this point, I don't really know. I don't know what to do, to be honest with you. Like, I know what to do, but I don't know what to do.
You know what to do. You know what to do, but you don't know what to do.
Right? Like I know what to do,
But you don't know what to do.
but I don't know if don't know what to do is the. It's like I know what to do, but I don't know.
So now that you said it out loud, how do you sound?
Crazy,
Okay.
dumb and stupid.
That's something that is that. I mean, you know, you said you want to be a black girly, so I wouldn't be surprised.
No. I mean, that's that side of me trying to come back out.
Okay.
I'm like fighting with myself right now. Like that side of me is trying to come back.
If you take yourself seriously and you genuinely believe that and you actually like yourself, you'll know what to do, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And if you don't actually do those, if those things aren't actually true, then this will continue.
You right.
I appreciate you dropping on.
All right.
I keep telling y'all, man, like that shit went on for 2 days because niggas know what it is. Right? People in general know who to pay. Oh, what's the Kayb? Yeah. Okay. Just get a chain. You're only adding one. I'm adding everybody. I can't even see people. I don't even know what people look like. Like them. What's the word? What's the word, yeah?
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, I might contradict myself, but we gonna see. So you need trust to be in a relationship. I understand that part. You need trust to be in a relationship, correct?
Absolutely, yeah.
But for some reason, like I will go through that phone. Does that mean like I just have no trust and I shouldn't be in a relationship?
Let's ask a lot. 9 times out of 10, when we go through phones, what do we see? Like, let's just talk about from a general perspective, right? When we get that little feeling in our gut, like, yeah, something not right, I gotta go through a motherfucking phone. I gotta risk it to go through a motherfucking phone. Typically, what do we see? nine times out of 10, it's never anything good. I think what it is, yeah, it is trust issues, but at the same time, I think there's also a part that's intuition, right? When you really get that gut feeling like something not right, something is really just not right, and something is off. It could be that person's behavior. It could be what you know about that person. There's a lot of different factors.
I really think it's my past.
You're in the wrong situation. Absolutely. That is how I think about it.
I think it's my past. And I don't know any healthy ways to get over it. Like,
well, so you feel like the reason why you go through other people's phones because not because of the things that they're doing or what you're experiencing with them, but because of how you feel about your past?
Yes, like
then you need help. Then you need help. If you can openly admit that and say that shit out loud, you shouldn't be dating anybody.
I shouldn't be in a relationship. Okay.
Any more questions?
Okay, but you don't need to be perfect to be in a relationship.
I don't think anybody is perfect. But I think if you could say that out loud, the problem that you have right there, right? If you could, let me ask you something. Let's say, for instance, you start dating a guy, right? And the first couple of days that you're dating this person, he tells you straight to your face, I got trust issues. How you gonna feel about that? This nigga don't even know you. And one of the things that he's expressing to you is, I got trust issues. How are you gonna feel about that?
I'd feel like I should run or something. Yeah, this isn't going to be a great.
So why do you feel like you should burden other people with how you are right now, knowing how you are?
Dang. Okay, I guess it is selfish.
Hey man, I mean, like I said, it's something that we could all work on. I'm not saying that's insane, right? I'm not saying that you're crazy for feeling that way, but I'm saying that you could genuinely help yourself before, you know what I'm saying? Put yourself in a better position.
Look.
That's it.
You get triggered when you're in a relationship. I'm not going to get those same triggers being single. Does that make sense?
Wait, what? Wait,
The things that I need to work on are gonna come up in a relationship.
right.
I'm not gonna have that same trigger to allow myself to heal if I was single.
So you feel like you have to heal while you're in a relationship, so you can see because you have the relationship causes you to see the triggers.
Can you try to understand what I'm saying though?
Say, I literally repeated exactly what you just said. I clearly understand what you were saying. It just sounds insane.
No, it don't.
Yes, it sounds ridiculous.
Look. If I play a sport, I can't get better at that sport without practicing and going.
All right, then keep practicing. You know what? I'm gonna tell you what, Shay. Go practice. I'm gonna tell you why you should go practice with them niggas. Niggas love girls like you. Any girl that can actually say that shit out loud and make sense of it, perfect for the most fucked up niggas.
Dang.
Any girl that could make sense of that shit in her head and say it out loud and make sense of it, perfect for the most fucked up niggas out here. Go test it and see what happens. Go test it.
Okay.
I'm telling you to put yourself in a better position to win.
Okay, so like, give me some ways that I can work on it though.
Therapy, doing different things that's gonna allow you to like yourself more. Whether that's going out, new hobbies, friends, books, starting a business, getting some money, going back to school. There's so many different things you could do to help yourself.
Build a relationship with God. Like, I went to school. I go to therapy. I said I go to therapy. I got friends. I got hobbies. I done went to school. Got my degree.
Add to that. Congratulations on that as well. I like to hear that. Add to the hobby list.
Add to the hobby list.
Build a relationship with God, if you will. I tell people this all the time. When you have, and this is just me being who I am, my beliefs, right? But when you have God at the center of your life, a lot of these types of questions, they don't exist. Because you don't want to put yourself in a position to be confused or confusing other people if you know that's ideally not what God would want, right? So build that relationship. You know what I mean? Do something different, if you will. That's how I feel. So, but hey, listen, Shay, you and I both know that thought process that you had just now, that was crazy. All right, so let's lock in. All right, man. You've been in my lives long enough.
I'm very hopeful.
You're very hopeful?
Yep.
Yeah, keep being hopeful, man. I appreciate you hopping on.
Thank you.
Tell people that all the time, man. You can't control people. You can't see the future. You can't read minds. We weren't given those abilities. Hey, man. Let's see. Yeah, T, you said? Let me go ahead and add you just because you said that. Let me hear it, man. What's the word, man?
Hello.
Word.
How are you?
Doing all right.
So we spoke a few months ago, or maybe last month, should I say? And remember, I was telling you about the ex I was doing the whole no contact with. Right. Yeah, that didn't last long. I did contact, and I feel like a flipping fool.
Wait. I think I remember having a longer conversation with you specifically and breaking it down. You ignored everything I said the first time?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right, there's a big problem.
I'm honest. At least I'm honest. Right? So I did. And I went back, and it was probably the biggest mistake I made. It was the worst mistake. I just felt like it was a waste of my time. No, I appreciate your time. I love your time because everything you said was right.
Yeah, but I did all that talking. I did all that speaking just for you to do the same thing I told you not to do.
Yeah, I know. But please don't take this the wrong way. I think, do you know what? Sometimes I like to think that I'm always right in every situation. So the curiosity killed the cat. No pun intended, right? So, basically, yeah, went back. Worst decision I've ever made. Have I learned from my lesson? Yeah, I have, actually. And I would 100% agree with you that a lot of the time we just need hobbies. Recently, I found myself going back to church, and yeah, I was just like, no, Mon, you've just made a stupid mistake. Is it going to ever happen again? It's not. I promise you, KB, it's not going to happen again.
Listen. Don't promise me.
I promise. Right? No, like, I promise it's not going to happen. Yeah, so it's not going to happen again. And now I have a hobby. I go swimming often. I go to church every Sunday. So now I'm just doing my thing. And, you know, I just kind of felt embarrassed, like egg on my face after I did that. You know, it was just. You know
what I like to say, y'all? I've been in the game long enough, right?
Sorry, the comments.
I'm gonna say this. I've been in the game long enough to understand this, man. I could say whatever the hell I want to say to most of the people that get up here, right? I have the understanding that at the end of the day, that person that they're talking about, that they're willing to come up here and talk about, has a much more control than whatever the hell I have to say. But the reason why I say the things I say and why I say it in the way I say it, which I like to say is brutally honest, is because once I already know, we could pinky promise and swear that I'm not wrong.
Yeah, no, we can do that.
But when I say things out loud for the individual, right, and the person proves my point, it hurts that much more.
I'm so
That's
sorry.
how I see it. So,
baby, I'm so sorry.
So, Man, listen, man, lock in. All right, keep doing what you're doing.
All right.
I need you to sign on something, man. All right.
Okay, bye.
I know what this is, man. I know how the game goes, man. That's a part of it. Most people do not listen to me. I already know. Let's see. I'll be very delusional to actually believe that that's the case. Hold on, let me see. Valentine's Day is coming up. Before I get to the next one real quick. Who has been in the talking phase since last year? I'm about to get into the next one, but real quick. Who in this live right now, who has been in the talking phase since last year? Me. Okay. My question for y'all, have y'all been asked to be a Valentine? Which, you know, niggas I deal with have skipped a couple steps. Have y'all been asked yet? No? So you're about to be single. Let's see. Single. Ash is single. Okay. I need to see who's wasting their time here. Single, okay. All right. Okay. Single, I see what needs to, yeah. Definitely finished, absolutely. Because I know what that is. Well, as long as I get she said, as long as I get my roses, I'm good. Good God. Some flowers some flowers for your standards? What the fuck? The flowers for the standards is crazy. Some plants? Some plants? Let's start the next one. Let's get to the next one. Let's get to the next one immediately before this gets worse. Let's just move on. Let's get Jazz in here, man. What's good, Jazz, man? What's the word?
How are you? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, so I hate to come on here because I watch your lives all the time, so I feel like I know what you're going to say, but I just want to explain myself. Just hear me out. So I stopped talking to somebody probably like a month ago, and it's a little complex because we live in the same neighborhood. So we met at the gym, and things were good. He's a tad bit older, so I'll start with that. So he kind of came with a lot of things.
How much older are we talking?
So I'm 25 and he's 40.
Okay, I see what's going on.
No, you don't see. Hear me out.
I see what's going on here. All right, 25 and 40. You met him at the gym. He lives in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
And he was able to talk to you.
I didn't know how old he was, like when he was.
And when you found out, you continued the conversation.
Yeah, like I don't mind that.
That's fine. That's just. All right. So, and how? Give me a time frame again. How long has it been?
So we met beginning of December, and we went out like mid-December for the first time. Then there was a break between like Christmas and all that, and then we saw each other again after New Year's. And then like after a month of us talking, he asked to be exclusive.
He said, "Yeah, he might be rich and fine and sure."
He definitely he made bank and he looked really good. Like he looked really good for his age. I thought he might have been like mid-30s. But he also was like very religious. He's waiting till marriage, like me. So I just felt like we had a lot in common. And then between the period of like our first and second date, I had got sick. He would like bring things to my house, like make sure I was good.
He put his best foot forward.
Yeah, definitely. I had something happen with my car and he like helped me out with that. So things were going good. And I guess I'm just like a little picky, but like I didn't feel like the second date was really like to my liking. The first date was really good, just like where he took me, he kind of like took it down a bit for the second date, but I was still willing to give it a chance. But then after that point, like it just went a little downhill.
Out of curiosity, so where did he take you for the first date?
I mean, it's a local spot, but it was really nice. Like I got beef Wellington. He got duck fondue or something like that. It was really nice.
What was the second one at?
It was like also somewhere local. It was just like very casual. And don't get me wrong, like I don't mind casual. I think it should be a little bit further down the line, but he also didn't give me any heads up that it was casual. So I felt overdressed and uncomfortable.
Overdressed, okay.
Yeah, so I expressed that to him, and he kind of made it seem as though he understood. Long story short, we didn't have another date after that. We had planned to go on another date later that week. We had went out on a Monday. We were planning to go out again on a Thursday, but he canceled, and that to me was like a no. Like I had a feeling he was going to do that anyway, so when he did it, it was just confirmation for me. And so after he canceled, I basically told him, like, this isn't really going where I want it to go. And I wasn't really, I didn't have a lot of tolerance for the direction it was heading into. And so I just was like, I'm just going to, like, express that.
And I'm assuming, that doesn't make it any better, that it wasn't any real substance in the conversations leading up to him canceling the date, correct?
No, like, we had really good conversations. I will say, like, he talked a lot, so I like that though, because I don't really like to give away a lot, right. So I appreciated him being really talkative. We had good conversation. He was religious, so it's like a lot of things he would talk about, he would bring the Bible into it. Part of me felt like, okay, it kind of exposed me to the fact that I don't know the Bible the way that I should. And so I guess one thing I learned from it was that if I want a man of God, like that's something that I need to be well equipped in before like I'm just allowing a man to lead me in Christ.
You were impressed and inspired by how religious and how much you knew about the Bible.
Yeah, and also we just share the same values. Like he was waiting until marriage, like me. So I just felt like there was a lot there. And also he's well off. Like we live in the same neighborhood, so I'm well off too. But he was really well off, and that's something that also.
But at the end of the day, when it comes to that though, because you already have you have your own money too, though, right? Yeah, I see. So you stopped talking to him, right, Jazz?
Yeah.
Right, but I want y'all to see the difference. She has her own money. That's the reason why they live in the same neighborhood, like she said, right? He has his money, but money isn't really what's going to keep her. Yeah, if I catch my drift here, right? The idea that he may be able to provide isn't going to be it's not going to be enough because she has her own.
Why is people saying he's married? He's not married.
I just wanted to put that out to y'all real quick because y'all kind of see a little bit of a difference. You know, it's harder for somebody to get manipulated with what they have if the other person also could help themselves.
If people say he's not married, y'all, he lives in my neighborhood. Like I can see if he was married or not. I've seen him walking around my neighborhood before he ever approached me. He's never been with a woman. Like every day he would call. And the other thing is that although he had a really good job and makes good money, like he would make time for me. So he would always call me 5 o'clock after work, like clockwork. Call me on the way to work. Call me during work. So I mean, if he did have a wife, like he obviously didn't have a lot of time to dedicate to her because he was talking to her.
What question do you have for me when it pertains?
Yeah, I'm getting off topic. So here's the thing. Like I said, I enjoyed our conversations. I feel like maybe he wasn't the right person for me as a partner, but given the type of person he is, very selfless, religious, good conversations, that sort of thing. I feel like he maybe wasn't a good person for me as a partner, but I feel like he was a good person. So as a man, maybe you can let me know if this is naive, but is there truly a way? Oh, I didn't get to a specific part too. So we also saw each other in person after our last conversation at the gym again. And he approached me. He was friendly, asked me how I was doing, asked me what I was doing for my birthday and that sort of thing. But I felt like I was really cold, and I was just because like I just didn't know how to feel. But
right. You made your decision, and you're planning on standing on that decision, correct?
Yes. Okay. As a man, do you feel like it is unrealistic or naive to feel like there is a possibility that we could be friends?
I'm gonna ask my question again. You made your decision, and you're planning on standing on said decision, correct?
Yeah, in the sense that I made a decision that he wasn't a good partner for me.
Right. This is somebody that you met while, and I'm guessing the reason why you're asking this question is because you saw him in the gym, you felt a little bit of uncomfortable, you didn't really know how to react because you made the decision, right? Mm-hmm. I'm assuming that's why you're asking that question.
Wait, repeat that?
I'm saying you're asking me that question because you ended up seeing him in the gym and you didn't even know how to react, whether you should talk to him or you shouldn't talk to him. Now you're wondering, well, he's still a nice guy. Maybe I should still be friends with him. Right? That's where your mind is at, right? Yeah,
and there's just times where it's like I know that I enjoyed just like having conversations with him, talking and stuff.
Would that be a reflection of you standing on something?
No, probably not.
And is that what you're trying to do? Or are you trying to just be lackadaisical and go for this and go, what are we actually trying to do here? If you think there's a gray area, God help you.
Yeah, no, I don't think
there's a gray area. I help you. Not seriously.
Yeah.
So are we gonna play in the imaginary gray area, or are we gonna actually take ourselves seriously?
So let me ask. So would the negative or downside of being friends is that there would be like he probably won't see me as a friend, so it just leaves too much room open for that to happen again? Is it like a inherently like that won't work because he's already seen me as more than that?
Right. Yeah, hell yeah. That's a part of it.
Okay.
You know that.
I mean, I felt like maybe there was a chance that some people are friends with exes. I don't even consider him an ex. We talked for like a month. Like, I don't even feel like it was that deep to where like we couldn't build off of being friends. And we didn't do anything intimate. So it's just like, we just went on 2 dates. I'm sorry, y'all. I retract everything I just said. Act like y'all didn't hear that.
Guys, the most important thing is, and I think what people need to understand about this live is that we get to hear ourselves out loud. sometimes I be thinking I'm gonna do some shit, and sometimes I gotta ask somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I want to hear myself say what I'm thinking.
You guys, I've been doing good, right? Like, I just feel like today was a moment where I was like, what would happen if I did that, you know?
Well, let's lock in. All right, Jasmine.
All right, thanks.
Any guys want to get up here? I want to talk to a guy, man. Any guys have any questions for the ladies in the live, man? Any guys want to get up? Go ahead and request, man. I need them to be asking y'all questions too, man. Any guys here for me? Let me see. Who is this? Who's it? Say your name. Say your name so I know who to bring up. Hold up. Say me. Yeah, I need a guy to get. I mean, y'all have me. I mean, I want y'all to ask some questions too. But if you're not a guy and I add you, I'm kicking you. I need a guy. I need a guy on here right now. For one, I need one up here. Let's see. Evermon. Where the young niggas at? Let me see. Maybe I'm not looking right. Hold on. I gotta look through my shit. Yeah, pen it. Yeah, my mom's gotta help me. I'd seen somebody request, but I didn't. I might not be a guy. I need a guy up here. Cause y'all be saying, I swear y'all be saying, oh yeah, you just talk to the girl. But y'all think I only want to talk to I want the guys to get up here too. And y'all know that. We need to see how niggas gonna be moving. Let's see who's this, right? Let me see. Maybe this is a guy. Yeah.
Hello?
What's the word, man? What's the word? I just seen a guy comment. What's his name? Now you get. I'm gonna let you slide. Who's this? But what's the guy's name? So I know who to pick next.
Wait, what?
Hold on. Now go ahead, Phil. What's going on? What's going on with this?
So basically, I'm in a bit of a situation. I need your advice with something.
Okay, let me hear it.
So, I live in London, and I met a guy like around a year ago. And he's 27. I'm 25. We've been dating for like a year now, and overall, I would say there's no problems, but overall, like one thing I will say is he does have a lot of female friends.
Hold on. Are you? Did he ask you to be a girlfriend?
Yeah, he asked.
Okay, so y'all in a relationship now.
We in a relationship, yes. Okay, so the first problem I would say is he had a lot of female friends. That was the initial problem. I did confront him about it, and I did tell him because I didn't like it. And he told me like it's just people from back home because we live in the same city, from India, Mumbai.
Right.
So he told me just friends from back home, just like it was girls as well. That's the problem. That was the main problem. It was just girls. I didn't like that, So like I told him, I brought it up. He said like, don't worry, I won't talk to them and stuff like that. But he still was talking to them, but it was casual conversation. So
Stop right there. Would you ideally want to be with somebody that respects you?
Yes, of course.
Okay, then that's not a situation to be in.
But it gets worse.
Oh, it gets worse. Well, then I was right.
This is the main problem. Like that was the main problem. So there was one girl that I saw, like they would talk like quite a lot, like on WhatsApp, and she had a profile picture, so like her face looked like I could see her face, One time he told me he was going to visit family back home in Mumbai, and he told me he was going to go for 2 weeks. And I said, that's fine, like go ahead, like go see your family. And so he didn't stay for 2 weeks, he stayed for a month. And I let it slide because like we had plans after the 2 weeks, but I told him like it's okay, take your time, see your family and stuff. So he came back from Mumbai after like a month, and he was doing like more than usual. Like he would send me flowers like every week. Usually it would be like every 2 weeks, but he was sending me flowers a lot and picking me up from work and stuff, and like doing a bit too much. So I was a bit 50-50 with the situation. Like I don't know why maybe I thought maybe he missed me and stuff, you know. So one time I was on Facebook and I got a suggested like friend suggestion. And it was like a lady, like an older lady. And for some reason, I don't know why, but for some reason I wanted to click on the profile. So this is like a bit emotional for me, you know.
Now take it easy. Take your time. Take your time.
It's just something that like I don't know what to do, you know. But I click on the profile and it was like an older lady, and she posted a picture, and it was a picture of him. It was a picture of him married, like a wedding picture.
You're lying. You're lying. There's no way.
I swear to God.
What?
I swear to God.
And it popped up as a suggested?
It popped it as a suggested. That's what I don't know if it's because we have like mutuals, but it popped up as a suggested, and I saw a picture of him, his wedding, and it was in Mumbai, you know.
What?
And the girl that was in the picture, she looked very familiar. I don't know if it's the same girl on WhatsApp, but I have a feeling, you know.
And what's crazy, what's also crazy to me is that he got back from the trip, the vacation, and he was doing even more than usual for you.
And I had a bad feeling because when he was in Mumbai, he wasn't like texting as much and stuff. You know, he was moving a bit distant. I thought maybe because he's with family and stuff. I didn't want to press too much, but I had a gut feeling, like a really bad gut feeling. So, anyways, I saw the picture and stuff, and I was shaking. My hands were shaking when I saw it. I literally, I cried so much. So I screenshot picture and I sent it to him straight away. I said, what the fuck is this? You know? He said, he first of all, he read the message and he didn't respond. So I called him.
And what did he say?
His excuse was so silly. He told me it was an arranged marriage and that he doesn't love her. And he said that he plans on getting divorced soon. Like it was nothing serious.
So then why didn't he tell you?
I don't know. That's what I'm like confused about.
Yeah, the reason why he didn't tell you because his excuse was a lie. If it was arranged, and this is what it was, right? And luckily you have context, so you knew that the people that you were talking to, that you didn't want him talking to in the beginning, right? They were from back home, correct? Even when you asked him to stop talking to them, he didn't respect you enough in that moment to stop doing so. Mostly because we could always assume and know that he was talking to them seriously. He goes back home, marries the person, doesn't even tell you that that's what he did. Instead, he comes back and starts doing more for you, right? You ended up finding out through Facebook, through the internet, through a suggestive friend, that he was married to the point where that person is even posting pictures of the marriage, right? So you confront him about it, and he gives you the bullshit excuse, it was arranged, it wasn't real. But if that were the case, you would have known about all that he was doing under the, you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Or you know what I'm saying? So you have to, you gotta keep that in mind. So did you go for that, or did you end up leaving anyways? What did you do?
Is this no judgment zone?
Yeah, no judgment. And yeah, I'll take it easy in the comments. Yeah, no judgment. What did you end up doing?
We are still talking. I'm not going to lie. He told me wait for him, like for the divorce process and stuff. He's going to sort it out. And you know, I love him and stuff, so I do want to wait. I know like it's not the right thing to do. I know that. I know I look like an idiot, but you know when you love somebody.
That's not. Let me ask you something. Do you think that do you actually believe that it's important to learn from others' mistakes? Do you
Yes.
believe that it's important to learn from other people's mistakes?
Yes, I do.
It's important. So do you feel like when you see something that ideally where you know the answer, so you know ideally the right thing to do you think that it will be intelligent for yourself or for your well-being for you to go against what you already know?
It wouldn't be the right thing to do, but I think sometimes in life you have to like follow your heart, you know.
And you're saying that your heart is telling you
My heart does love him. I'm not going to lie.
wait. You're saying that your heart is telling you to continue to associate with the man that's currently married to somebody else, that got married to somebody else while he was with you and didn't even tell you. You had to find out. Your heart is telling you to continue to talk to him.
But if he says he's going to divorce her, does that not change anything?
That doesn't change anything. It doesn't change that you had to find out. It doesn't change that he did it. It doesn't change that he was lying.
You said your heart is going to lead you to be a sister wife. No, I'm not same time.
Exactly what you are right now.
No, I'm not. No, because
what do you think this is? He is married, and you're still talking to him.
But what I don't.
He got married to somebody else while he was with you.
Okay, but what if the possibility of him divorcing her, that doesn't change anything for you?
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something, you're gonna damage yourself and your self-esteem 10 times more if you sit up there and wait for him to divorce that woman.
But do you know what it is? Also, he ticks all the boxes. Like, we're from the same place back home. Like, I just know that he's my person. Like, he fucked up. I know he fucked up. I'm not making excuse for him. But how he goes about it is what really matters. And of course, I'm heartbroken. I was crying for a long time. But I think sometimes you have to admit when someone loves you, sometimes they make silly mistakes. I've made silly mistakes in my life. But I've hurt people, but that doesn't mean I don't love them. But I hear your advice. That's why I came up, because I do watch your lives and I like enjoy, your advice and stuff.
You know what's gonna have to happen here, because I'm hearing how you're talking. He conditioned you very well. I'll say this. I'll say this about him. He conditioned her very well to actually believe this. Like, if this was just a normal man woman situation, she wouldn't be thinking this way. Now he got it very bad. So we got to be realistic. Unfortunately, I'm gonna just say this to you: you're gonna have to learn the hard way. I can't. You are already playing his lawyer, okay? And once I see that person has a grip, a control. He controls you, if you will. You're not maneuvering off of how you naturally would maneuver, right? Because that person has control over your brain. Okay? So because that's the reality of our situation, the only way that you're gonna be able to maneuver is if he gets rid of you.
But I know he won't.
Hold up. You could sit up there and hope that that's the case. I'm sure you won't, because you're already putting up with everything that he got going on. So if that's the type of life that you want to live, if you want to continue to associate with the married man thinking that that's just not going to come back around, that's the life you're going to live. Sorry to hear it, but there's not much I can do in this situation. I've been here long enough to know what's going on.
So
you refuse to love yourself enough, right?
I love myself. Of course I love myself.
Don't you dare say that shit. No, you do not. The first step to potential growth is not lying to yourself. No, you do not. Loving ourselves for real, like actually valuing us, like ourselves for real, like not fake, because a lot of us, we fake like ourselves, right? And I can see that. But genuinely loving yourself, you have to consider you first. The principle matters more. Once you're in a situation to where you're not considering the principle of things, you're gone. Even if ideally he does go ahead and he divorces that woman, right? He still did what he did, and he still lied, and he still had to go find out about it. If you didn't go find out about it, if Facebook ain't such on him, you would have never known.
But of course, like he
So,
would not tell me directly because he knows that I would leave him.
What?
He wouldn't tell me directly because he knows I would leave him.
Well, if that's the case, he's wrong. He was wrong. He could have just told you straight up. If that's the case, you wouldn't have left anything. He was wrong. The only person we can say is wrong here is him now. He was wrong. He could have just told you straight to your face, and you would like we're seeing right now. You're still there.
So do you think I should stop talking to him then?
I think that you should start valuing yourself, actually valuing yourself and your life. Again, how old are you, if you mind me asking?
I'm 25.
25 years old. You're in the middle of your 20s.
Yeah.
You have an opportunity, right? There's a lot of people right now that, they wasted their 20s talking to guys that aren't for them, right? You have the opportunity, you have the resources, and you have a decision to make. Whether you're going to be the one writing your story, right? And writing it as best as you possibly can. Or you're going to leave it in somebody else's hands. That's already showed that you cannot trust them. You're going to leave your future, the rest of your 20s, in somebody else's hands. And not your own. God gave you life. Your own life.
Yes.
That's your life. Not theirs. So you have the ability now to make a conscious decision to benefit yourself in the future.
I understand.
If you choose not to make that decision, it's no longer your life. You're giving your life away to somebody that chose to marry somebody else without telling you. You see, when the smoke clears up, you're going to hate that shit. Right now, you're thinking this way because you feel like there's feelings involved. You love this guy. You love this guy so much. We don't know what the hell we're talking about because it's not our situation, right? This all smokes right now. When that clears up, whether it's going to have to clear up the hard way or the easy way, you're not going to like the decisions that you make. And honestly, it's going to hurt 10 times more because I told you.
You know what also make it hard? I think like my friends and family, a lot of them are like back home, so they tell me to they tell me to stay really. Like they always say.
No, that's because they're not your friends.
My friends and family though.
Yeah, they're not your friends or your family.
What do you mean?
Anybody who looks you, let me ask you something. Do you think I have a reason to lie to you?
No.
Do you think anybody in the comments have a reason to lie to you?
No.
We don't even know what you look like. We don't know you from a can of paint. There is no bias here.
Yeah. I think they just want me to get married or something.
And that's not good. That's a horrible mindset to
They're
have.
trying to rush me.
That is a horrible mindset to have.
Yeah. No, I understand.
It means nothing if that's what it's built upon.
That's true.
Marriage means zero if that's what it's built upon.
That's true. I understand now. I agree with you. I think you're very wise, like with your advice and stuff. So I'm not gonna turn a blind eye, and it's something I was contemplating, whether to stay or not. That's why I even came up in the first place. So overall, you give me confidence. So like really fuck him.
Hey, lock in. Time is moving like this. All right?
That's true. Thank you so much.
Please your demo. All right? Y'all gotta understand. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. Single and happy over in a relationship or marriage and fucked up about it. Single and happy will always be better than a title and being fucked up in that title. I would rather fight loneliness before I fight a situation to where I don't even have any control in. I would rather sit up here and fight loneliness every night before I end up in a situation to where I have zero fucking control as to where that goes. Are you out of your mind? This is my life. I'll take the loneliness. I'll take that every single second of the day. Let me see. For real. At least I'm waking up every day. I'm not worried about who doing what and who likes me and who doesn't like me.
Hello.
That was good.
Good
What's the
evening. Good
word?
evening. Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to start out with it's a guy friend situation, and I just want to know, is it even worth keeping at all? I feel
A
like
guy
it's not.
friend, you say?
Yes.
All right, go ahead. Break it down for me.
Known each other for 7 years. Um, Started off very platonic. We used to chill around each other a lot when we were younger.
How old are y'all now?
I'm 26. He's also the same age.
Okay.
So it's probably my longest standing male friend. I don't really keep them, so.
So do you believe I gotta see where your head is at first. Do you believe in the term or the phrase slow burn? Do you believe in that? I gotta see where your head is at first before I even get into it. Do you believe in that?
Yeah.
Nah, I need to see. All right, that tells me. You said you've been friends with. All right? So do you believe that platonic friendships between men and women, genuine platonic friendships, do you believe that those exist?
Yeah, I've had one. The only thing is, this person that I'm using as reference right now for a platonic, he actually passed in a car accident when we were both, I think, 23. No, it's okay.
Okay. But you've had a platonic friend before, and you know what it looks like, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, got it. Break the story down from. I'm gonna mute myself. I'm gonna hear you.
So essentially, like I said, I've known him for 7 years. Mostly, come over, we'd hang out, make music, play games, I guess, drink a little or whatever, then I'd go home. Or, if he had a performance, I'd show up, blase, blase. And I think most recently, well, not most recently, a couple of years ago or 2 years ago, my grandmother passed. And so I think he was the only person that kind of showed up, like, physically for me and, like, came and I guess matched with me or whatever to show up for me. But otherwise, as we got older, I got into my relationships and he got into his. So like we began to talk less or whatever. So we didn't talk as much. But like I said, it's the longest standing, I guess, male friend that I would have. So over the past couple of months, we reconnected. We started to talk a little bit more and hang out a little bit more. And there was just like this one day where I wore something different. And I just felt like, I don't know, I never really thought about his perception about me
What did you wear?
ever,
What did you wear?
ever. And
What did you wear?
it was a one piece, like those like mesh one piece thingies from Fashion Nova or whatever. And essentially we went out to a club because normally, I don't smoke anymore, so I wasn't gonna light up at his house. So I was just like, why don't you come out to the club? Blase. So we went out, and essentially my homegirls canceled on me because it was like a group thing. And after my homegirls canceled, he kind of took pictures for me. And then it just felt like after that, I don't know, I never really thought about his perception about me until that day. And then it felt like ever since that day, he just began to keep looking at me different. And it felt like innuendos until I started to look at him differently too. And I thought about the difference between being attracted to somebody versus somebody being attractive, blase, blase. And I feel like I confused the two because, listen, let me double check. We essentially crossed a boundary, and I'm kind of grossed out. I'm kind of grossed out by it. And now,
Elaborate on the boundary that was crossed. What exactly did you guys do?
we kissed. Yeah. We kissed, and it wasn't at all, I guess, what I thought. In my head, it was going to be. If anything, I felt kind of embarrassed. And um, now I just kind of want to block him and run away. But I'm wondering if there's supposed to be some type of reservation I'm supposed to have for the fact that he's my longest standing guy friend. I feel like it's no, but go ahead and tell me the fact that it's no.
See, I crossed the boundary, I kissed, and now you feel as though the person that you've been friends with for all these years. I mean, and you also feel the reason why it even went this direction was because he took the pictures that one time and you wore something different. But prior to that, y'all never looked at each other that way. Right? Correct? Did you hear me? Give her a second, y'all.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. Have y'all spoken since then? Like since the kiss, or has it been awkward? Like what has been really going on?
Sorry, I was losing connection. Well, go ahead, say it again.
Yeah. Have y'all spoken since then? Like have y'all gotten, what's been the vibe since that happened? Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with her connection. She keeps going in and out. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Is this better?
Yeah, it's better. Have y'all spoken since?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Have y'all spoken since then? Have y'all gotten, what's been the vibe since?
This happened like 2 days ago, and no, I haven't said nothing else to him. Everybody's like, does she like him? Does she like him? He's an attractive dude, but it's not like he treats women well. That's why he's been comfortable. I've been comfortable with him being my guy friend.
You said that he treats women well, you said? That's what you just said to me?
No, I said he's, yeah, essentially he's like an okay guy, but I never really perceived him anything more than that outside of registering the fact that he's attractive. Physically. No. Oh boy.
Stop talking to him. Your head is in a complete wrong space. What are you talking about? I'm gonna say this. I was gonna give it the benefit of the doubt and say, well, it was just a kiss. But now that I'm hearing more, stop talking to him. For real. Like what? When it comes to platonic male friendships, that doesn't happen. Like that just doesn't happen. Like what? And I always tell people once you get into that gray area, y'all could tell me if I'm wrong. Y'all could quite literally correct me if I'm wrong. But once it leaps into that gray area, nothing good comes from it. Y'all can let me know if I'm crazy. Y'all can let me know. Once you get to thinking, well, he does treat other men, other girls that I've seen him talk to, well, he's not that bad of a guy. He is attractive. He's not that bad. He's not that bad of a look. He's not. What typically happens once those conversations start coming up in your head?
Nah, it's clipped. Okay. Heard you. So I just gotta dead it, block him. All the friends I knew because of him, I just gotta let it go. All right, cool.
Well, I be doing that with my best. Somebody said, bro, I be doing that with my best mate. What? Excuse me. Oh, so that's normal for somebody.
Nah, this is my first time running into this. So, I mean, usually if I have
I was talking to my comments.
Yeah, no, they're kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. But I feel like in the past, when I've had guy friends outside of the one that passed, like they've all specifically been ugly. It's never even looked. You know what I'm saying? I've never glanced that way.
Because you're wording, the reason why I'm giving you this type of advice, I'm telling you to maneuver that way, is because of the things that's coming out of your mouth. When it pertains to how attractive he is, how he treats other women, that's not what we need for a platonic friendship if that's what you're looking for. Now, if you're looking to associate with them on a different level, which I wouldn't even advise because for obvious stuff, then that's a different ballgame. But if you're talking about like actual platonic friendship where it's not weird, it's not I'm looking at you a certain type of way I shouldn't be looking at you, then ideally that's not a situation that you would. That's not it. Because you crossed that boundary. So that's basically what I was saying. But hey, appreciate you hopping on though. Right?
Thank you. Have a good one.
Damn, y'all be out here kissing y'all friends, bro. Let me find out y'all be out here kissing y'all homeboys, man. That's the type of time I be on, man. Y'all can talk to me. Let me find out, man. Y'all be out here doing that. Let's see. Somebody said, because it's just a thing of being, okay. Excuse me, my bad. Excuse me. KB wants to watch type shit. Yeah, sure do like coming in here and pissing me off, huh?
Hi, KB.
What's the word, man? What's the word?
KB, I've been trying to talk to you. I really need to talk to you, okay? Thank you for bringing me up. I have a situation, and this is why I need you in the comments, guys. Please tell me I'm not crazy. So, you know how they have, like, those speed dating stuff going on TikTok, right?
Speed dating? What?
They have speed dating stuff, like shows on TikTok Live. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Yeah, I haven't heard of who and what, but I've gotten the idea. So what speed dating stuff have you been going on?
Okay, so for me, I'm trolling. I don't take any of this serious, right? So I just do it for the follower attention. I don't do anything serious about it. But I did have a match, right? And this guy is taking me serious, and I thought that he was just talking to talk, but it's gotten to the point where he wants to fly me out to the UK. Now, KB, am I tripping? Like, what do I do? Because like, I have my passport ready almost, and I'm just like, go ahead.
Then you were in the right place and you're in the right situation, man. If you're talking about passports. I always tell people, man, the things that you consider and you consider for too long, that's where your head is at. If I'm talking to somebody that's in the UK, I have no plans of ever meeting this person. Do you think I'd be thinking about passports?
I mean, I still wanted to get my passport anyways because I'm going to the DR to see my family.
I'm not saying nothing wrong with having your passport. I'm saying if I'm not taking the TikTok dating show seriously, I match with somebody that's in the UK. I have no plans of going to the UK and speaking to this person because I'm not taking the dating show seriously. If that were genuinely the case, would I be considering the fact that I have a passport? So if this is the point that I'm trying to make. If that's what you want to do, honey, if you want to go on out there and experience UK and to get the fly out, by all means. But if we're talking about taking ourselves seriously, no.
But KB, that's why I came to talk to you because I wasn't going to, but I just don't know because my dad is telling me to go. So it's like, I don't know what to do. I told my dad this and my dad said, yeah, go to the UK and see him. So I'm like, the only other person I trust is KB. And that's why I've been trying to talk to you. And my dad said yes.
Somebody said biological dad. You're not.
My actual dad. That's why I said no. Hell no. Let me talk to KB. This is the only other person I trust.
All right, no. All jokes to left. Do you think that's safe? Because it is TikTok now.
It's not safe. But my dad doesn't really care. He just says whatever. He doesn't really think anything through.
Okay, so that's the context that we needed on him. He just be chatting.
That's why I came to you, KB. You see why I'm requesting you?
Yeah, but even that alone, the fact that he be chatting and he advised it, yeah. Then it's true. I don't even think he's taking that seriously.
I don't know. Because the guy said he's paying my flight and everything. That's why my dad said to go. But even then, I don't feel comfortable because that's kind of scary. What if something happens to me? I'm in a whole nother country. I don't even know what I'm doing.
I understand. You don't know this man for real.
No, I don't know him.
That's what I'm saying. So that's never a good idea. You don't know him. Yeah, I catch my drift. You don't know this man from a can of paint.
Right. So I'm not going, guys. No, I just need a confirmation. I wasn't going to. I just need a confirmation.
Oh, no. If you don't know this man, you don't know what he got going on. You don't know what you're going to walk into when you get there. You don't know anything about him on that level. And you exactly. Just because he said he'll pay for the flight?
Well, guys, I don't live with my father, but my father was like, if he's paying for it, you definitely should go. And I'm like, Dad, are you tripping? Are you okay? Like, I'm going to ask somebody else.
I gotta understand, that's a whole different country now.
But my dad doesn't see it that way.
And you don't know this nigga. You don't know him.
Okay, well, I just need a confirmation, KB, so I appreciate you. Thank you for bringing me up.
Just so my opinion isn't the only one in here, right? For the live, do y'all believe that she should go out there to this man in the UK that she does not know, just because he's going to pay for the flight? Let's ask a lot. So my opinion is the only one.
I trust your opinion in the live, so that's why I came up.
Hell no. Ignore anything. Whenever you see that nigga Izzy talk, ignore that nigga. He's trolling.
Thank you, KB. I appreciate you always.
I appreciate you having on, man.
Bye.
Nah, that is crazy. Nah, I can see why she'd be scared though. You going dolo, you don't know this nigga. Next thing you know, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need that, man. That's risky. Do it for the plot. Yeah, I'm crying. What's good, yo? Okay. Yeah, I could barely hear you. You got your headphones in? How would you? Hold on. I could barely hear you. Do you have your headphones in? What would you do? What would you type? We're going to 0 to 100, okay? What would you type? The fuck? I talk to myself. I'm thinking that the whole time that's something in her background.
Okay, hello?
What's the word, yeah?
Okay, so, huh?
Nah, wait, what's the word?
Okay, so I had came on here the other time. I was on my friend's account or whatever, so I'm gonna try to give you a recap of the situation. So I'm in the military, I'm in Japan, this dude's trying to marry me. Do you remember that or no?
Military, wait. Which one was that? Wait, say it again?
Okay, I'm in the military, I'm in Japan. There's this dude trying to marry me. You remember? All right, cool. So I listened to what you were saying and stuff, and I'm like, I was telling him, oh, LOL, not everybody else remember. Anyways, so I was telling him, like, I don't see the benefit of staying in this. Oh, thank you. Anyways, I don't see the benefit of staying in this situation or anything like that. And I'm telling him that I'm like, this is not going to end well for either of us because, like, ultimately, I want to wait and actually do things correctly. Right. He doesn't. Like, I feel like he's, I tell him this as well, but I feel like he's kind of using me as, like, a stepping stool or whatever, just for, like, the stability of it all. Like, I saw that before you were saying it, but then you said it, and then, like, I got other people around me saying it. And so, yeah, I was telling him that. And he's like, oh, that's not the case, whatever, right? And I'm just like, oh, well, ultimately, like, I still just want to wait. So it don't matter. And he's like, you know what? Like, I'd rather just wait with you than, like, let you go. What do you think would be the benefit of staying in that situation? Like, if he's doing something, because I'm like, but that's not what you want to do, It just doesn't feel genuine.
And even when you expressed yourself the first time, he was going against. I get what's the smarter decision.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So now we're in a situation to where you're looking at him, I'm looking at him, the rest of my life is looking at him like what? He's playing the long game.
But, like, even if he's playing the long game, what would that do for him? Like, yeah, I guess he would still get that stability or whatever, but it's just like, it's like you don't even want to do it. Like, I don't get that part.
It's still financially, the benefit is all beneficial to him. Of course the long game matters. Of course it's still a benefit. That doesn't change anything.
I thought that, like, I'm like, he's going to want to do it my way at the end of the day. Huh?
For the context for everybody in this live, he pulled that shit randomly out his ass too. Like, it was really, like, random to begin with. It wasn't anything that made sense to her to begin with. So when she came to me and I said, well, that didn't make sense to me either. And then her family's also saying the same thing. Y'all are saying the same thing. Now he's like, well, that doesn't matter. I'm still trying to go for it. She says, yeah, I don't care. I'm not going for it. Now he's saying, well, I'll wait. I'd rather wait than let. Well, does that even sound right to y'all, realistically?
Oh, I'm 21.
Yeah. Wait. Remind us how old you are again.
I'm 21.
Bro, come on, bro.
All right. My fault.
What are we talking about?
My fault.
21. Come on. Let's lock in it, all right?
Got you.
All right. What? Let's talk it. Let's see.
I'm so sorry. I wasn't watching my screen beforehand. Okay.
I swear.
All right, guys. I even made notes so I don't waffle. I'm from the UK, by the way. All right, so the context is that this first started last year. Okay, I was 20 and he was 19. Okay, all right. So we met through mutual friends. Sorry?
You're 21 now and he's 20.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So we met through mutual friends and like we would hang out in groups, like group settings and like go out as a group, like ice skating, cinemas, bowling, yada yada. This was like last year, beginning of last year, okay? 2 weeks later was Valentine's Day and he asked me out to go see a Marvel's movie that was coming out on Valentine's Day. So for me, I was a bit nervous since I've heard that stereotype of like, you know, when guys ask you out to the cinemas, it's just for, you know, one thing. But then like afterwards looking back, I was like, okay, it's opening day. The thing's going to be packed. If he had those intentions, then why would he? Do you know what I mean? So I was like thinking in that way. But I feel like I must have curved him though, because I did ask like, oh, do you want me to ask the others? Which means our friends. And I didn't mean it in a sense of like, I don't want to go with him. It was more so like, I just wanted to confirm so that if he says no, I just meant...
How long exactly have you been speaking to this person?
Oh, so we only spoke for like a month last year before I cut it off.
Why exactly did you cut it off again?
I'm gonna get to it. Okay, so he asked me out after we knew each other for 2 weeks and we had been going out as a group. He asked me out on Valentine's Day to movies. But then, yeah. So then after that, what's it called? I was a bit like, oh, I'm not sure. So I was like, oh, do you want me to bring my friends? And then he kind of like backed out and was like, oh, wait, guys, I'm nervous. It's so wait. And with an excuse, okay. And then he said like, sorry with an excuse because he couldn't make it. Then I was a bit like, what if he thinks I'm not into him? Because it could seem like that. So then I was like to him, you know, sometimes I go out by myself and stuff. And he was like, oh, you should invite me to whatever you're doing. And I said, oh, do you want to go to the aquarium? And then he was like, yeah, I'll let you know. And then I was a bit like, what do you mean you'll let me know? But I didn't say that. So when the day rolled around, when I said I was going to go, I didn't tell him. I just went with my friend. Yes, he's Somali, Hafsa. Okay, so when that day rolled around, I just went with my friend. So I didn't say nothing. And then a week later, I just cut it off and like blocked him off everything. But then, I didn't block him. I just removed him off everything. And he just started calling me. And then I was just vague. And I told him like, oh, you know, I apologize for like removing him off of our friends' group chats and stuff. But because that wasn't nice, like, but even then I'm not too sorry about that because it was just like one of his friends there. He was only in our group chat because he was talking to me. So I just said, oh, my bad. And he was like, oh, no worries, I'm sure you have your reasons because you're like really kind and stuff. And then I was like, yeah, I was just being vague and said, yeah, I do have my reasons. And then we just didn't speak we just cut it off there. Like I just never spoke to him again. And then a year later, I caught him in like a TikTok live and I didn't realize that the host was his best friend. And then he just like starts acting like he knows me, like, oh, why don't you ask Zara? Because she knows me quite well. So now like, I'm just wondering, should I reopen that again or would that be weird?
You and I both know the answer to that question.
Wait, but like, why?
When it comes, all right, do you take it? Let me ask the first question. Do you take yourself seriously? Like, actually take yourself seriously?
Oh my God. Yeah, I think so. That's why I cut it off.
Okay, so that's why you cut it off. And you think you take yourself seriously. You like to believe that. What decision do you believe aligns with that more?
But like, why, guys?
I'm gonna ask one more time. Maybe I didn't hear what I asked. What decision do you believe aligns with that? You know, aligns with taking ourselves seriously more.
Not speaking to him again.
And if you choose to reopen something that you already reopened before and it didn't work, what do you think will happen a second or third time?
Guys, I feel like I'm being lectured by my dad. Okay, so
That's not.
it's gonna happen again.
Okay. So if you and I both know this, and you do decide to do, the other thing, you open it up again, and he does you dirty, or it doesn't work again, how do you think you'll feel by the end of that?
I feel really sad.
Worse.
I feel worse.
And we don't want that, right? We don't want that. We want to protect ourselves. We want to actually like ourselves, right?
Yeah, no, I understand. The only reason why I questioned it was because I told him like, oh, should I bring our friends to like our Valentine's Day date? So maybe he thought I wasn't into him. You know what I mean? And I never.
No, that didn't hold.
Did you miss that? Sorry?
You and I both know that held no weight at all. Because you even tried to correct him. And you invited him somewhere else, and he told you, I'll let you know.
Yeah. Okay.
Nigga said, I'll let you know. Yeah, it's all right. Don't piss me off, bro. You made up for it. You made up for it within that moment, and you said, yo, let me ask him. You asked him out. And he said, I'll let you know. It's all right. Don't piss me
Okay,
off.
shall I remove him then? All right, fine, I'll remove him.
All right, good luck to you, all right?
No worries. All right, guys, bye.
Yo, could y'all imagine you asking the guy and he said, I'll let you know? Yes, that's nuts. that is nuts, mom. Let's see. Hey, before I slide, man, do I got a guy? Let me see if I can get a guy in here, man. I still want the guy to slide, man. Any guy in here wants to ask them questions? They want to ask me questions? Is anybody in here? Because I've been checking. I ain't see no guy names or profile pictures. Hold on. Is that's not a guy. You need one? Agra? All right, let me add him.
Oh my god. Okay.
What?
Before I start off.
Wait, hold on, Marie. Hold on. Let me add Ra first. Hold on. 1 second.
Right.
That's literally not. Because we need a guy.
Wagwan bro, Bomba Rasclat, hello. Okay, listen. Okay, I did lie, I did bait, but I've been waiting so long, I just had to lie. Just give me a second. I actually have issues. Please give me a chance. Guys, come on, give me a chance. KB, actually, people can change. I need.
Hell no, bro. Y'all don't recognize the voice? Hell no. Y'all don't know who that is, y'all? She almost got us. She almost got us, man. It's not happening.
Okay, before I start off, I am desperate. Like, I am desperate. I am down bad. And I know in the comments, basically on the 8th, about my ex.
How old are you?
That's the thing, guys. I'm 18 and I need help, please.
Yeah, that's why. That's okay. That's just a phase. By the time you hit the age 22, you'll be all right. I get it. When I was 18, I was down horrendous too. If I'm being honest. Yeah, nah, she'll be all right, man. Folks, what's the word, man? 21 plus, y'all. Remember, what's the word?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm 25.
I can hear you.
Okay, I'm 25.
Okay.
And okay, so basically,
I mean, I tried. Hold on, real quick. I tried to get a guy on. They're not trying to slide. They. I don't know. Y'all must be scaring them or something. I be telling niggas to slide. They don't want to join. I trust and believe. I'm looking every time. What's the word?
okay, so I'm 25 and this guy is 26. And I think that I kind of just overdid some things because, like, I think that I don't like really trust people that easily. So, okay, let me make it short. So basically, I met this guy. I thought he was cute, cool, whatever. And then I ended up telling him, I'm like, he invited me to this thing. I ended up telling him, like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't go, da da da. But I like you, and I would like to hang out if you want to. And he didn't respond for like a really long time. And then he was like, oh, I'm sorry, like I was busy or whatever, like, but I'm flattered. And I was just like super upset, so I just reacted.
Wait. Maybe on my mind. I didn't hear that right. I want you to wait. Say that again.
Okay.
Okay.
So he invited me to go to this event.
Okay.
I was saying that I was gonna go, and I was saying that for like a while, and like we were both updating each other, and it was like cool, whatever.
Yeah.
And then the day before, I was like, I just don't feel good. Like I'm just like, let me just tell him. Let me just be courteous. So I did that. I said that, but then I also was like, oh, but I like you, and I would like to hang out, if you want. And basically, all he said was, well, basically, he didn't respond for like a day. And then he was like, "Oh, I'm really busy. I finally like feel normal." And then he was like, "Oh, I'm flattered that you said that." And that was it. And I was like really upset. So I kind of just went off and I was like, "Are you serious? Like you didn't say anything, like you didn't acknowledge anything
You
else?"
wait. You said it out of your mouth. Wait, you said it like open, like so he could hear it or see it. Like you clocked him for not responding to you saying that you like him.
It's not that I wanted him to tell me that,
God
like
Almighty.
he liked me back.
Break it down. You said, hold on. You said you expressed to this man that you like him. He takes an entire day to respond. When he does respond, says, "I'm flattered that you," about what you just said. And then as a response, you say you asked him why he didn't respond to the "I like you" part.
Yeah, I was basically saying, I was like, so you kind of just didn't acknowledge that I said that? And I was basically saying, like, I was just saying, like, I'm confused as to, like, that's all you had to say, kind of thing. And he was like, oh, well, I'm sorry. And, I've been really busy lately. And I was just like, I kind of just was getting, like, more frustrated. So I was just like, oh, like, I
But
I feel like
he acknowledged it by saying that he was flattered.
I know, but it hurt my feelings because like I thought, because like before, like I don't know, like I thought I'm kind of nervous.
Take it
Hold on.
easy. Take it easy, man. Take it easy. I'm hearing you. You thought what?
I'm seeing the comments and it's
No. Don't worry about the comments. He's talking to me. You thought what? Hello?
no, I'm here. I'm just trying to calm down.
You're trying to what?
I'm trying to calm down.
Oh nah, take it easy, bro. Come on. You gotta understand. We do this every week. We've heard worse. We've heard worse. Trust and believe we've heard 10 times worse. I'm just trying to figure out, what did you think?
I was just, I guess I was just frustrated because I feel like he could have just been like in my mind, I thought like he could just be like, oh, like that. I don't know. Like I guess that's a normal response. Like that's nice. Like I don't like you back. I guess that
Yeah,
makes
nah,
sense.
I'm gonna say this. Do you believe that every person I come across that I like is gonna like me just as much as I like them?
Yeah, I know that, but he's the one who invited me. He's the one who came up to me. That's what I'm saying. Like that's why I was just so frustrated.
Him inviting you somewhere holds no weight. I could invite a friend anywhere I want to invite him to.
I know that, but that's what I'm saying. Like I was minding my business, and he came up to me to talk to me.
Right. But what I'm saying is we can only deal with what's right in front of us, correct? So when you expressed feelings for the individual, right, which whatever. Ideally, I'd want the person to express it to you first, right? Because I want you to be pursued, not the other way around, right? But if you say it first, this person acknowledges it by saying, well, I'm flattered. I'm not expecting you to say shit else after that.
Yeah, I was literally not going to respond.
You want to know why? Because let's say ideally you didn't. Let's say you didn't respond. You would feel a lot better now than the fact that you did respond and you added to the fact and you were like, well, I'm expecting you to respond to what I said, because now you leave room for that person to violate. Are you see what I'm saying? That's literally the only point I'm making. So we can't do anything about that situation. I already passed. It's cool. Whatever, it happens. Right? Most of us are going to be in that situation at some point in time where we like somebody and they don't like us. Whatever. That's part of dating. Right? But moving forward, just maneuver a little bit differently. That's all I'm saying.
But like, I was also gonna add, like, when I was saying all of those things, like he was like trying to justify, like, you know, why he was like busy and stuff like that, and then he was
What
saying,
was he saying?
he was just saying like, oh, like he was like planning, he has like a lot of stuff planned or whatever, and I was just saying like, I feel like you're being like, I know it was my feelings, I know it was just me being reactive, but then because ended up being like, he was like, I don't even know you for you to even be like coming at me like that. Yeah, and that really hurt my feelings. And I'm trying not to cry.
Wait.
I'm trying not to cry, guys.
No, take it. You don't gotta cry.
Please be nice in the comments.
No. We ain't even finna be mean. Now I'm gonna tell you this, man. I'm gonna tell you this, right? I would be a damn lie and a hypocrite if I would say, you know, niggas wasn't in your position before, or you know what I'm saying. And we gonna take it a little bit. We gonna take it easy on Shorty because we get it. But what I'm gonna say is, don't take it too personally. All right, we learn from shit like that. We learn from shit like that. That's the best we can do. Sometimes I'm telling y'all, sometimes some shit will happen. We just gotta take it to the chin. Seriously.
But what gets me is that he literally was like, oh, you know what? I feel like we started off on the wrong foot. Like, let me just see you in person and then we can talk in person. And I was like, okay. And then literally the next day he was like, actually, I don't owe you anything, and we can just start when we ever see each other again. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I was so confused.
Oh, it's okay. The way he's talking, it sounds like that's ideally not the type of person that you don't want to deal with anyways, because he lacks empathy. Right? Sounds like a dickhead. I'm gonna say how this, man. It's one thing not to feel the same way, but you could go about it a better way. He sounded like a dickhead, right? So it sounds like, and even in that situation, right? Even though he may feel like he's bad for how he's moving, right? He went about it a little bit. He went about it wrong. So it doesn't sound like you're missing out on anything here, right? Based on what we know so far. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's fine. Sometimes shit ends early. It's better that way.
Yeah.
What do you think, man? Or do you feel like you needed a few more months for this person to find out? Do you rather find out now, or you rather find out later?
No.
Okay. That's how we look at it. And moving forward, you know what not to ever do again, right?
Not to react?
Not that you shouldn't react, right? We allow people to pursue you first.
Yeah.
So when it pertains to expressing feelings, when it pertains to taking you out, when it pertains to making you feel as though you're special, that's what we're looking for. If that's not what it is, we're wasting our time.
Yeah.
So because you experienced this situation, now you know what you will never deal with again. That's the big takeaway. Very simple. That's how I see it. All right.
Thank you.
I appreciate you hopping on, man. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it's that timing. It is late as hell, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, Ski. Yeah. It's late, man. I did do a little, Yeah. No, I've been on too long, man. Yeah, you already know, man. Tomorrow at the same time, 4:35 Eastern time. I know I'm gonna be on, man. Yeah, I know I'm gonna be on, man. But I gotta save some of my energy. I gotta save my energy for the rest of the week. Y'all know it's Valentine's weekend. You know, I got the one-on-ones I gotta do, man. I got a lot of one-on-ones I gotta deal with. So I gotta save my energy, man. Yeah. Every y'all know how that go though. Everybody, you know, that's when everybody finds out whether they're being taken seriously or not. So I gotta be 100%. But hey, if anybody needs a private one-on-one, the link for that is in my bio. You know, y'all can book me if y'all want to get up here and talk in front of everybody. I still need that opinion. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram just in case we do get deleted. That's where I'll be doing my lives, and I'm gonna need y'all there. So the link for that's in my bio, or you can type in PrettyBoyKayb on Instagram search. You already know. Keep tagging me and stuff, y'all. If y'all see any content from me, because I do appreciate that. And I do check my mentions.